What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the shop. Now, I am jumping into this woodworking game, trying to figure it all out. I've just set up the lathe, built this workbench. I've done an unboxing video of this lathe. I'll leave a link up here if you want to check that out. And I've done a recent workbench build for our 2x4 workbench. So there'll also be a link here or down below if you want to check that out. But yeah, I'm completely new to this. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's very much at the beginning stage, so I'm figuring everything out. I'm doing a couple of turnings. I just wanted to share some of my initial things with you, what I think of it and what I think I'm going to need. I'm missing a bunch of stuff as I'm beginning to discover. I need like compasses and calipers and dividers and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to have to build something back here to place all the tools in, all the chisels, the chucks, all that stuff, just somewhere to keep it stored, and set up some sort of proper dust extraction. So I might, in an upcoming video, build a tool cabinet with a dust extractor built into the bottom of it that I can connect this 100mm hose to, or the 4-inch hose from my dust extraction system. I also need a proper face guard. It's all little things like that. But yeah, I'm trying to figure it out, so I'm just practicing on some things like this, just little practice pieces. But I have turned my first bowl, which I'm happy with. I had a little piece of water left in the shop, and it turned out quite nicely. Small little bowl here. But yeah, it's quite addictive, and I'm really happy with how this turned out. So I have a piece of ash over here. I'm going to try and turn an ash bowl. So if you want to join me and watch me try and turn my second bowl, which will be an ash bowl. And yeah, you can probably scream at the screen saying you're doing it wrong and whatever. But any tips, comments you have for me, be sure and leave them below. Like I say, I'm a noob to this, and I'm just trying to find my feet. So let's rock on and make an ash bowl. Right, this is the piece of ash I'm going to use. It's an offcut off a guitar body. It's about just over 2 inches thick, so it's about 55 millimeters. So I should get a bowl as deep as the one a little walnut bowl I made, and I might get two out of it. I don't even have a compass in the shed, much to my horror when I went looking for one. So, but luckily enough, this hole saw is about as big as a circle as I think I'm going to get out of this. So I might actually get two of them out of it. So if I move it over, we won't have to do too much work on the lathe, hopefully. So roughly mark my center, draw this in, and if that turns out okay, we'll get a second one. So mark the center again. So yeah, we might get two bowls out of that. So, to the bandsaw. Yeah, let's get this faceplate on. Hopefully get that centered. Okay, here we go. Now bear in mind, I am new to this, and yeah, I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing, but that last bowl turned out pretty good, so I must be doing something right. So hopefully it's not too dangerous, and I can turn this piece of ash. So I'm just trying to figure out what all these chisels and stuff do. So I have what I think is a bowl gouge here. I'm going to start using that first, draw it back at an angle, and just shape the outside of my bowl. And yeah, I need to set up some sort of better light here, and I also need to figure out how I'm going to film all this so that you guys can see. So hopefully you can see where I have you set up. And yeah, let's get on this. The RPM up. First couple of cuts look pretty good, so see if we can keep this going. That's pretty rough. You get a lot of tear out, so I'm trying to understand grain direction and grain pattern and how to read it on the lathe, because it's either spinning towards you, spinning away from you, you're digging into the grain. Yes, I'm trying to understand all that. You can see how rough that is now. That's a lot of grain standing up and the chisel is pulling it up. And also when you get out to the edge here, it gets a little bit trickier. I noticed with the walnut bowl I cracked a big piece off when I got out to the edge, so I'm trying to watch for that again. But yeah, so I'll see. What I did the last time, whether it's right or wrong, is I took the skew chisel once I made the initial shape and I smoothed all this out, so I'll try to do that again. And yeah, okay, let's just keep at this. And I also need to make the bottom part of the bowl now so that my chuck can clamp. So, right, let me get the final. I'll try and round off these flat parts and I'll see if this works. Now bear in mind, I'm not really sure what I'm doing. Okay, I have my initial shape in now, and you can still have a hell of a lot of tear out here. So I'm going to try and do something with the skew chisel now, see if that can smooth that out and flatten my bottom. It's still fairly rough. You can see this ash has really curly grain at times, and it's like the same problem when I'm making the guitars with grains moving in all different directions on one piece. It can be in several different directions on one piece, so this is something I'm going to have to figure out how it works on a lathe. And yeah, so I'm going to flatten my bottom. I'm going to take the skew chisel to this and see if that flattens that out a bit. Let's have a look. And I'm also going to turn on my dust extraction because the skew chisel makes a lot more finer dust, I've discovered. So yeah, let's do that. It's going to get noisy. Right guys, there we go. I am up to 1,000 grit there now, and it looks like it's been lacquered. That's a serious polish. So yeah, the sandpaper definitely got all the tear out anyway, so I'm pretty happy with that. So now we're going to flip it around and work the inside of this bowl. So yeah, I'm not sure what the exact process is, but I think once you flip it around, I don't know, can you mount it back? Is there a way of mounting the bowl back to the lathe this way, or is it the case that you have to finish the outside of your bowl 100% before you move to your inside of your bowl? Is that the rule? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, well, that's what I'm going to do now anyway. So I'm going to flip this around and we're going to go into the bowl. Let's do that. I have a record truck on, and these seem to be pretty well made. I'll just catch the bottom of the bowl. I know there's a name on that part that you leave on the bowl. I'm not sure what it's called. I'll have to look that up. There we go. Right, there's the inside of my bowl turned. My technique is not the best, but I suppose it's something I'm going to have to learn. But yeah, I'm going to finish this with sandpaper now again, because I have a lot of tear out again on the inside. Like, grain is going all different directions. So yeah, so I'm just going to work the inside the same way as I did the outside with the sandpaper. So let's get on that. Right, that is the inside of the bowl finished. For some reason there's a little patch here that I could not seem to hit with the sandpaper. It keeps tearing out, I'm not sure why. So I'm going to have to take it out and hand sand that. And also the bowl is not sitting quite right in the chuck. For some reason the last bowl came out perfect, but this bowl on one side, the rim is thinner than on the other side, which is kind of strange. I'm trying to figure out why that is. It's in good and solid, it seems to be tracking through. But yeah, I seem to have removed more material on one side of this bowl than the other, so obviously something is askew. But yeah, this is all a learning curve, and other than that, the bowl is actually not too bad. So let's get a bit of finish on it now and see how it looks. Right, there we go. That has been my first journey into the world of wood turning, making two small bowls. The first bowl turned out pretty good. The walnut one, pretty happy with that. Not too many problems with it. Just a small little bit of tidying up here and there, I suppose. The second one, not as good. Definitely wasn't sitting in the chuck right, so the lip is slightly fatter on one side than the other. But the outside is pretty good, so inside not so good, outside pretty good. So yeah, we'll have that for our first ever attempt at turning a bowl. So yeah, I'm kind of getting a feel for it now, seeing what I need, seeing what I have to get. There's still a bunch of tools I need to get. Proper face shield. I have one, but it's a little bit cheap. That's kind of annoying. The workbench is working out perfectly. So if you want to see how I made that workbench, I'll leave a link. It might be in the start of the video. I'll leave a link down below. You can check that out anyway. I'm definitely going to build a tool holder, some sort of tool holder system to go above the lathe with a cowl in the bottom of it for the dust extraction, just to pull some of that dust away so you're not inhaling it. I was wearing a dust mask the whole time. You can probably see the marks of it on my face underneath my face shield, because it does produce a lot of dust and chippings, and yeah, So that's something I need to do in an upcoming video. So there you go, guys. Just wanted to share the first little journey into wood turning, and any tips, tricks you have for me, as always, leave them in the comment section below. Any questions you have, just let them below and I will get back to you. So until the next video, take it easy.